Food aid cuts leave millions of children hungry. Many programs are ending because of the rapid spike in global food prices. In a ramshackle elementary school in rural Cambodia, the children think of only one thing: their stomachs. They're hungry. They wait in anticipation for the steaming buckets of free rice delivered to their desks. But by the end of the month, they will no longer get free breakfast from the UN World Food Program. Approximately 450,000 Cambodian students will become the latest victims of soaring global food prices, which creates worldwide famine. 5 local suppliers have defaulted on contracts to provide rice because they can now get a higher price elsewhere, program officials say. Prices of rice have tripled on the global market since the first of the year. Faced with a shortfall of more than 14,000 tons of rice, and with many more pressing needs to meet, the World Food Program stopped the free breakfast in March, and the school's remaining stocks are expected to run out any day now. That will leave the students without what was often the best meal they got all day. The money is too late for some. Too little, too late. Rich countries have pledged $469 million for food aid to address what is expected to be a $755 million deficit due to food prices that have risen at least 76% since December. The U.S., already the largest provider of food aid, is expected to contribute almost a third of that money. And if Congress approves, the U.S. will contribute $770 million more dollars to be available after October 1st. But just too late. Too little, too late. But the money will not arrive in time to save some food programs from being cut or ended. I don't think there is a single program that doesn't have some kind of concerns because they have to scale down, said Susanna Rico, an official of the World Food Program, which feeds approximately 89 million people worldwide, including 58.8 million children. The majority of countries will suffer some kind of cutbacks in rations or programs in the next 3 to 5 months. And the numbers are very grim and getting worse by the day. In Burundi, Kenya, and Zambia, hundreds of thousands of people face cuts in food rations after June. In Iraq, 500 recipients will likely lose food aid. In Yemen, it's 320,000 households, including children and the sick. And private aid agencies based in the U.S. also said food price hikes are hurting their projects. Aid agencies will likely distribute 20% less food to Iraqi refugees in Syria and serve 12% fewer Colombian families fleeing violence in the countryside. World Vision may stop helping 1.5 million people, nearly a quarter of the number it now serves, because of rapidly rising food prices and pledged donations not yet delivered, and at least a third are little kids, their children. How can the world sit by and let this happen? Yes, these are more signs It's called famine. Worldwide famine is now in the works. In Cambodia, the free breakfasts that started in 2000 have made children visibly healthier and more mentally alert, said the principal of one school. They are more focused on lessons and their reading ability has improved. But there is no money to replace the breakfast program. But principals at many such rural schools don't have the money to replace the breakfast program. I can only feel pity for them, said one principal. I have no solution for them after the current stock is used up any day now. Before the free breakfast that started in 2000, many students left school before noon so they could eat lunch at home. I had difficulty sitting in the class because my stomach was growling and I was very hungry, said one 13-year-old, said a 13-year-old fifth grader. No, this is not good. This is not right. This is called famine, worldwide famine. And yes, it's spoken of in the Holy Bible. In the end times, last days, transition days, whatever have you call it, there will be worldwide famine, earthquakes in diverse places. There will be very troublous times with wars and more wars and rumors of wars, and the abomination of desolation standing in the place where it ought not to be. Israel has at least 150 to 200 nuclear weapons. Yes, they are standing, ready to be launched. The abomination of desolation is spoken of by Daniel the prophet. These are more signs, and there are many.